in the headline are not something burning in my heart. I even come to check if there's something in the headline that is the major thing holding us right now, but it's not there. Last week, this is a new nation newspaper. I did a publication on PVC. This PVC they don't want to give. That's the major thing. The major thing. People are not thinking about it. PVC is the right of every Nigeria. Is a right of every Nigeria. And Mahmoud not giving Nigerian PVC shows his inability to manage the INEC, or he doesn't understand the work, or he's not capable. His inability, if he cannot give PVC that takes 200 million people, which everybody cannot, because some are not up to that age. If you cannot give 150 or 120 million Nigerians PVC for 1 year, or more than 1 year, 2 years, then it will give them good election for one day.
Government have to improve on areas of agriculture. They are trying. They are doing their best in that aspect. But in the areas of research, economic aspect of the whole thing, that's the area I want to speak on. They should work on that and see what they can do. They have the Economic Planning Commission and so many of those things. They should work on that, and also to put, the rate at which the dollar is going now is higher, and many things are being measured on account of that aspect.
No one is 20% up to the expectation of Nigeria or where we have reached. Do we talk about our agriculture? Do we have agriculture in this country? I've been in some of these South African countries. We can't measure our agriculture with Namibia. Namibia that has no good land. Botswana have no good land. But check the percentage of the food they are producing and the mass, and I think they have index. They try to produce something with index. You can. Which area do you talk? Is this health sector? Before someone will go to who say hospital, check the population of Abuja and the hospital in Abuja. They know the percentage. The Maitama Hospital. They're trying to upgrade and come up with the modern facilities, but how many? Do you know that hospital is entertaining 1,000 times? If there's 1,000% of what is supposed to be or what they're supposed to entertain, which means that they're supposed to have up to 10 times of Maitama Hospital around that area that will cover both Pape and areas. We don't. Education,
educationally, like for example, now they are on strike, and even that again, it's a problem to the country. Some students, they are now home. Some will venture into crime, into drug abuse. Some even, let's say, they go into fraud. Just like we know, they say Yahoo boys, Yahoo boys. Most of them, they are students, but because of the situation and they are at home, that will affect the citizens or the student in particular. And in case of in terms of agriculture, like now, fertilizer sells nothing below 30,000 naira, and not everybody can afford it. And in that case, just like normal place that people farm, like when you go to the north, you know they farm very well, but because of the insecurity, whatever within, most of them, they cannot even go into the bushes to farm because of kidnapping, banditry and all that, because everybody definitely, you want to save your life in that aspect. So at least, and educationally too, like I mentioned, it's good for the government to invest into it. Investing into education, it's changed the mentality of everyone. You cannot compare somebody that is educated and somebody that is not educated, even in the working sector. You find that maybe a graduate or a secondary school student, a secondary SAT working in the same place, their own understanding will be quite different, even if they are on the same level.
If all is well, would there be a strike? So we are doing less than 50% in education. The worst is security, then security, agriculture, and all those things. Food we are not producing. CBN loan to the farmers is zero, nothing. Who has loaned? If not somebody who knows who. Then tell me the percentage. In my state, I'm from Enugu. Let them come and tell us the names of people. what are they called? NASA or whatever that say there's a facilitator. Let them come and tell me how many people they have the farm they have increased. Let them come and say it. If not, the some other rice we did in those days, other than rice we did in those days, is before the coming of NASA, other rice was doing better than now. So there's nothing you can say that institution that help agric. There's no way, especially from Kaduna, from Kaduna down. Niger was even doing better in education. Security cannot allow them to do. So they are zero. These people, they are just occupying. They are there in Aso Rock. They occupy. They are occupied Aso Rock. They stayed there. But God will help us. That next year, now dance. We go dance with them, so that we go dance, believing God that we go win the dance, and a new persons will come. If the new person come and do close to this, if they do 10% of stupidity APC did, we go sit dance with those play again until one day we go free.
Well, if government will put things in place, like I know, it's just like a spot where people are selling, and the government wants to erect a structure there. And at the end of the day, you find out that if it is a market structure, not everybody that sells there may have the opportunity to secure 1 or 2 shops. You find out that those in government, they will now access those shops and for their own personal use, or maybe rather they will buy it before now selling to a common man. And if a common man cannot meet up to that, definitely the hardship will increase.